welcome to the Wild Throws Country Gym. You are watching my series on From Broken to Worlds, where I try to train through my injuries and get good enough so I qualify for the 2027 World Masters Highland Games Championship. Today I did my box squats. That's a bit above parallel box squats and quite lightweight. You can see I'm stretching out my shoulders. I do low bar squats. My shoulders aren't a big fan of trying to squeeze themselves in there, but it is what it is, and so you just stretch it out, and by the end I can get in it fairly easy, but the first few sets are pretty iffy. But so far I'm liking this height. For the box squat, I do have another bench that is a tad lower. This was a suggestion from Equipment Exercised. He or she suggested I wrap my bottom of my, just below my knee, to provide stability. So I'm actually using my elbow straps or elbow wraps for that. And it works. It feels much better to do the squats with those on. It doesn't assist you in any way, but it does provide a little tightness and a little stability in the area that particularly hurts. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this idea of a micro slip break is what I'm going to call it. And so I was supposed to do this exercise or this workout yesterday. Now, some people have a split where they do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for example. And if they miss a Friday, then they wait until next Monday. But the slip is just to slip it a day back. So I work out every second day. It's not a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's every second day. And so when I do miss a day, yesterday my body was just telling me not to work out. I have some little tweaks and stuff, and I didn't want to further injure myself. So I just didn't work out yesterday, but instead of just not doing that workout or skipping it completely, I just slipped it to the next day, and then I'll work every other day after that. So in the end, you do probably over a year. If you do that a lot, it'll miss out on workouts, but it's as minimal of a break as you can take, and it doesn't interrupt your training too much, just as minor as possible. So think about that. Instead of just totally skipping out on a workout, just slip it to the next day and then continue on your merry way after that. That will minimize the impact. Well, you probably by now have heard the music in the background, really chill. It's called down tempo. That's kind of the mood I felt like today. I just wanted to come in and cruise through this workout. I was able to hit everything. So I didn't miss out on my sort of relaxed attitude that I had this morning. Just kind of cruise through. So I am doing something different you'll see in the shoulder press here. So before, if you remember, I was doing a light and heavy day. And the light day was the accessory day. Well, I'm going to have a light heavy day, but the accessory day is going to be the heavy day this time. And what I'm going to do, so today is an accessory day, but it's heavy. I'm going to warm up, as you see, just like I normally would, like I was doing it on a normal day. But when I get to my working set here, which is this, I'm just going to try to get 5 of 7 singles. As you can see, I'm just doing singles, not 5 in a row. Now, the other day, my actual workout day for this, not the accessory day, I'm going to do 5, but it'll be at a lighter weight. So before I was using my accessory as a rest day. Now I'm using my accessory as lifting heavier day. And I listened to a trainer, starting strength trainer, And this is what he suggested. He said that shoulder presses aren't enough stress on the body to drive adaptation. So me doing a heavy light, where light was my accessory day, actually made me a bit weaker. I found I wasn't as strong as I was before that. And I can see why now, because you don't need that rest day. So my accessory day is going to be singles, but a driving day, and hopefully that will help pull my regular working shoulder press sets up instead of using the rest day as an attempt to push my regular working sets up. Instead, I'm going to lift heavy, but just cut the volume down. I take very little rest in between, maybe 30 seconds to a minute. But I'm going to use that to hopefully pull my 3x5s up. So we'll see how it works. That's my new approach. I'm not going to switch to axle bar lift anymore. Just stick with the regular barbell for now. My cleans here went pretty good. I'm still being very gentle. I'm not being aggressive or super explosive because I'm still treating my knee daintily, or my knees daintily. So with this, my working set here, I do lift a little more aggressively, but I'm still being kind of cautious and careful with my cleans, but is what it is. Another thing that happens, I only recorded 2 sets because I ran out of memory space on my phone, and it just shut it off after the third. And so this will be my last set. As you can see, I'm using a little more aggression, but I still got a lot more in me, but now I'm just taking it cautious. I think that's a good workaround. All right, guys. Oh, no, this is my last set. This is my last set. The vibrations from that last clean knocked it over, so I had to reset it. And then you can see it almost knocks it over on this set. It comes close to knocking it over. But yeah, cleans, I'm happy with doing them. They feel nice doing. It's one of my favorite lifts, actually. So I'm glad to be able to do it again. I find a wee bit of joy in it. You can see I almost fell there. All right, guys. Well, this is my last lift, my last rep. All the best to you. Hope you have a great day. And can't wait to see you next time watching my channel. All right, guys. See ya.